Let's go through the other door. And then once we have this next item, I think we can safely go through an item collection, just make sure we have everything we possibly can before exiting this area. For now. Is it this room? It is this room, I think. I believe this is a bomb spot. Is it not? Is it missile? It is missile. Well, water hall access. I remember that. Water hall access is collected. I need to clear up my notes, because I've still got notes from way back when I played Tunic. AC Tech still works. I mean, it is Chozo Tech. We don't even know when this place got destroyed, so, like, it being Chozo Tech... The Chozo just make really durable shit. Scan this, by the way. This is a thing that gets used a couple times. This runic symbol has been activated. 4 symbols written in this room must be activated. The first one, they also love to hide at least one of these under something else, usually. The other one... Now, I can't remember if there's a third one down here. The last one is up by the thing over there. There is a third one down here. I was like, would they put all 3 of those down here? By the way, over there is deep water. Don't get stuck in that. I mean, right now it's deep poison, or deep acid, but it is normally deep water. Alright. Right here is kind of your tutorial for this. You open the door, and get a scan. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it a corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land. A strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. Anyway. I'm sorry, item over there. I'm gonna be a bit distracted by this. So if you went this way first, which you absolutely could have, you would have to come back to get this item, or to open this passageway. And I didn't want to do that. So we obviously can't go up there, but can blow that up. Also, yes, you can see Samus's face occasionally. Trust me, you will want as many missiles as you can find in this game. It's always weird when I see that, like, everyone I see play this game gets bombs first, when, like, for me, the charge beam was the easier item to collect as a kid. I always grabbed charge beam first. Because, like, I'd go save at the save room, and then right across the way was a new door. Anyway, these eyeballs start opening, and you can actually destroy these with charge beam. Alright, this is most of the major items in this area, so we can... with bombs first. Ah! Yeah, because I think both other playthroughs I saw didn't come to this room at all until later. The mushrooms seem a lot less poisonous in this version, which I am okay with. They're really annoying in the other version of this game. Oh yeah, they're in the Wii version of this game. That poison sticks around forever. It's like so obnoxious. I mean, it's not like so obnoxious, but it's really annoying. All right, let's see how many items we can collect now as I turn on my light. All right. No, no, no. Yes. Maybe. Yes, I think so. That's 2. 3, 4. 5. Oh, I didn't check that room. I think that was the dynamo, though. Might be 4. I'm gonna put a tick next to all the ones I think we can get. Which would be you, maybe. Along with 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think transport export. I don't know if transit access north is a room we encounter yet. Because it might not be. There are symbols in this room, but I'll get them later. It feels so good to be playing Metroid Prime again. I'm really hoping that they remaster all 3 games in the trilogy. And also that they don't have burst fire in the later games. Jesus Christ. Why did they do this? It's so weird. Like, I know it doesn't matter that much, but like, I only wanted to fire. I want to charge immediately. Why? So, returning to here, there is actually a thing we can do in here. Right over here. Because in here is another missile tank. I didn't get this until recently. Now, I believe this is Rune... Is this Rune Shrine? It is Rune Shrine. Alright. That's off the list. I might not be able to get that other E-Tank, actually. I don't think Transport Access North is a room I have access to. But it's hard to tell because, you know, the room Transport Access North is so memorable named. His name is so memorable. Because I don't think it's the room back there. Ruins entrance, yeah. And then these aren't... Oh, it's in there. Oh, duh. I never crossed this off when I got it. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're good, we're on track. We got this, 3 items left, and then we can, prep for finishing this area. Wait, I'm not going... I don't want to go this way, I want to go this way. Alright. So, let's get started with this room. You want to bomb this first. Because if you don't, you won't be able to get through the rest of this area. By the way, morph ball sections in Metroid Prime, very annoying if you're playing with a keyboard. It's like it wasn't designed for that or something. So this is, I think, Ruin. Is this nursery? Yes, it is a nursery. And then we just need the vault and the plaza. Where's the other nest? There's two in here. Or did this one spawn before I... Well, it's fine. So I think this item is also not on my list. But that item is now acquired. So I don't need to worry about that no more. 45 missiles before fighting the first major encounter is not bad. And then the boss fight starts again. You can get crushed by these, by the way. This tunnel is kind of annoying, but it's like one of the best ways to get to this room. Which we can't really do much about. Because it says Magmore Caverns. It's not immediately hot, but it sounds like a super hot area, and you'd be correct if you thought it was. And we don't have the super hot technology yet. That didn't become invented until whenever the game Super Hot came out. I have to say, this game is... It looks so much better than the original. There's a couple lore entries in here, by the way, which means I need to take another glass of water. Might only be one, actually. That looks like it would be one, but it's not. Future's a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what is yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there is nothing we could do to stop the tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertainty of the flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. Now, you might think, obviously, hubris, they died, but it did. Samus carries on the legacy of the Chozo. This requires your first triple bomb jump, which if you want to, you could do something like this. And it's, like... It's doable, but I don't feel like it. I said after screwing up the buttons. Hopefully by the third game, my muscle memory in this version of the game will be tight. So yeah, you can unlock the vault, and this gains us access to that missile tank. Which means I can, which means I can check that off the list. That one is the vault. And then we continue on to the beetle room, where there's all kinds of beetles. Now, if you come back here later and you want to collect this item, I suggest getting this item and then immediately backing up. Because if you go far enough into this room, this door closes and it is locked from the other side. If I'm not mistaken. For whatever reason, it's locked. I don't know why. It's not even locked with the lock. It's just not open. I love the little detail that the aiming reticle, the lines on the reticle indicate distance. Like, if I point something right here, they're, like, really close to the gun, but if I point out, like, nothing, they're, like, really far. It's neat. I like it. In Prime Hack, there's, like, a texture mod that replaces Samus's aiming reticle, but why would you do that? This aiming reticle is so cool! I should probably be saved before I do the boss fight, but to be honest, I think we'll be fine. Whee! Oh god! Firefly! So, big tree room. God, I hit the wrong button. It's going to be a trend in this series, isn't it? Alright, active rune symbol. Now, you'll really want to get rid of these as fast as possible, because otherwise they spawn the war wasps, and I don't want to fight the war wasps, so I just shoot the nests. Ah! Ah! Perfect. Exactly as planned. Take two. There's another one right there, along with a new logbook scan right there, but I think there's also war wasps nearby that I want to disable. Oh god, I missed, and now there are 4 war wasps. Those are all the same missiles as before. That made the venom weed disappear, so I couldn't scan them. This is venomweed, a poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venomweeds evolved to thrive in the habitat of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver a powerful toxin. Venomweeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. I will... Oh my god, they... I don't know if it's just my fumbling, but they respawn faster than I was expecting. Okay, I've got... I'm probably gonna have to go back down, actually. I think I missed one. Did I? I did. I think it's somewhere on the tree, too. This person's tree cellular structure have been consumed by toxins distributed through the water. It's probably right around here, too, isn't it? Yeah, there it is! And that opens the door permanently, allowing us to progress. I also want to say, in the randomizer, there's an upgrade later that changes the morph ball, but there isn't a version of that morph ball for this particular suit, which is funny. So it just uses the next suit's morph ball for it. wish more Morph Ball upgrades had visual representation. In this series, oh my god, I made it. Scan, right? Right? Yeah. Missile. Shit, that was the new. Well, we're fighting the boss with full health, but I missed a scan. I'll probably get it after this boss fight anyway, to be honest. Now, I gotcha about this boss fight is that it actually has 2 things to scan. Make sure you get both of them. Most people usually miss one. They usually get the obvious big giant boss plant monster with a skull face, but they usually forget that this tentacle is its own scan for reasons. One of I also call it Flagera, even though it's Flagra. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. I need another sip of water. And then also Flagra itself. Themself? Flagra! This mutant plant is the source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been rapidly accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. The exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable, however. Exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. I need to let a dog out. Dog has been let out. Alright, let's go. So, stunning it, not really that helpful yet. These yellow solar things. You disable the solar thing, and it lets you access to this Morph Ball tunnel, which for this particular one, it conveniently puts you in front of it. Does not do this for all of them. As I don't really have a problem with this, but somebody I watched did, so... But as you can see, now there are 2 of them. Now, you might ask how this might get a little bit harder. And, well, the answer is that Flagra, if you let it, will absolutely, bring them back, bring ones you've already disabled back down. I almost had a button fumble with what the bomb button was. They actually basically reused this boss fight, like, word for word in Prime 3. Like, it's not really a boss fight in Prime 3, but, like, the gimmick is there. I was going that way. I've got plenty of missiles, so I can use all of them for this. I want to end on that one, probably. By the way, don't fall in the middle. I have done that before. You just die. It's so deep and hard to get out of. So, actually, funny story about how your pellets can't harm it. I heard on the AM2R Discord that, in fact, a weapon that you can't normally get before... Oh, really? Come on. A weapon that you normally don't get yet can in fact kill Flagra. Anyway, easy boss if you know what you're doing, or even if you don't. But especially if you do. Very simple, not hard. Now, important thing to note is that the entrance we arrived through is still sealed shut. And I say this because every playthrough of Metroid Prime I see, when they try to come back to this room, they always take that entrance. And that entrance is still covered by plants. And it will be for some time. Anyway, we got the Samus logo, which is also the screw attack, but in this game it's not the screw attack. Because it's your various suit. We're almost at our initial strength. This is one of the few Metroid games where you get back to your starting power almost immediately. Except for the grapple beam, which we get much, much later. They do actually give you extra information about stuff, like they tell you what weapons can destroy what. I don't really care. Water sucks in Metroid. It always does. It's kind of the point because they have an ability for water. This is the 100 units of energy. My mistake. No 10 times ammunition, which is somewhat annoying. This here is a pulse bamboo. Life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments. Pulse bombs are energy beings involved with most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, however. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse bombs produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. So basically, they're pooping on us. So that's their attack. It barely does damage. You don't really need to worry about it. Can I aim straight down? Oculus! Wall crawler that generates electrical pulses. We walk 2 feet. Xenoblade. The Oculus exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell. Anyway, now that that scan's out of the way, we can fall to the bottom. No fall damage in this one. There are Warosks and a couple things we can do down here, but we can't really finish them yet, so we might as well leave. And now we're back here! We did it! Anyway, it would be really far to go back to that other save room I used. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Also, I have to say, of the 3 Prime games, this is probably my least favorite suit. Although it definitely looks best in this way better in this game than it did in the original. I hate the original version. The original Metroid Prime Various suit. It's the helmet. The helmet proportions are so weird. Okay, the reason why I didn't want to go back to that last save point is there's just a new save point right here. And I'm going to use this one.